Okay, so this is the first attempt of 3 to get this Clubman race on the go. We get a cracking start, but you know me, 5th gear instead of 3rd gear, typical start, but a little nudge from behind keeps me up with the guys in front. It all looks so calm when you're on board watching the stabilised camera view, but at the time it felt a lot more faster and crazy than this. But we're off to a pretty good start, using 3rd gear there, which is a little unorthodox, but we gave it a try to get a good run. And we're currently sitting in P6, so just about hanging on to the leaders at the moment. Pulling into the slipstream, think about having to go, get a little bit caught out with the brake in there, so I'm kind of a little bit offline, but we managed to tuck back in and stay on the tail there of Mr. Flowers, who in race 1 earlier in the day took his first podium, so congratulations to Matt. This is the famous gooseneck part of Cadwell Park. It is absolutely insane. You got to convince yourself not to brake on the way in, and it takes some discipline to try and kind of coast the car in and get back on the throttle. Lost a little bit of time through there, probably just wasn't as committed as I could have been. But now we're approaching the mountain section. Now, if you're on a motorbike, as you turn through here, you'd actually get air. You'll hear a little bit of note change in the revs just there as the nose comes up. Incredible part of the circuit. Trying to go flat, but not quite ready for hall bends at the moment there. Now it's just about sliding and managing the car through this section. Slowest corner, I think it may be in the UK there. 2nd gear, really slow. Get back up to 3rd, try and get a bit of apex, but I've lost a little bit to the guys in front. I might just about have their slipstream, hard to say at the moment, but we're okay. We're not quite on the guys in front, but we've got a little gap to the guys behind. But in saying that, as we get to the top end speed, I'm being caught there in the slipstream. But I managed to pull away through there through turn 1, try and slide my way through turn 2 and a little bit here in turn 3. Now I tried 4th gear on this occasion, and I get a little bit tail happy, and that compromises me. So if you can see in the bottom left in the rear cam, I'm being caught quite fast, and if anything, I'm caught napping. I should have defended the inside, but Tom Greenwood from NHA gives me a lovely little punt. But unfortunately, I get helped onto the grass here. I think I could have been given a little more racing room there, to be fair, but kept my foot in 3rd and power slid my way around there before joining back onto Chris Curve. Looking in the rear view camera, we're miles ahead from the guys behind, so not too much pressure, but hopefully I can get back up to these guys and maybe nick a place or two. Okay, but that's a safety car board, and then straight into red flag. So this is red flag 1. And this is what happened. Hard to see there in the background, but Matt takes I think he puts a wheel on the grass on the outside, sends him across onto the barrier on the inside, and unfortunately back across the track. So those cars in the background had to avoid him. Now we've just come round trying to wave and get his attention just to make sure Matt's okay, but he looked like he was in a little bit of pain and probably a little bit preoccupied, not bothered about speaking to me. But he was fine. He was absolutely fine. Just a bit of car damage. Okay, race start 2. Another great start, getting past Andy there on the left, and we've left the cars behind. Okay, here we go. Turn 1, gotta be flat. You gotta be on it as quick as you can. So we just nudge ahead, and we're back up to P6 where we was in the previous race. Very similar. Just about hanging on to the slipstream. Got a nice clear gap behind. And it looks like we're away for the restart, but unfortunately, here we go, red flag again. 3 corners, and then we're into another red flag. So this is the reason. Bit of a big incident behind there. Unfortunately, Matt, one of the NHA guys, was involved in that too. So here we go, race 3. Whoa, race start 3. Clear behind me, because unfortunately the guys that were in those spots couldn't restart after their crash. So we're away again. Once again, started P8 up to P6, so pretty happy. We've got Jack in front, and we managed to latch on to the slipstream a little bit tighter this time. Used third gear, which seems to be the weapon of choice for turn 3. So here we go. Not quite pulling up to the slipstream in front, but here comes Tom Greenwood with a lovely little bump draft just to nudge me along and catch me up to the guys in front. Get a little bit confused here, kind of go for a move, don't go for a move, go down to second, back up to third. What a mess. But I guess the fun point is that I was actually challenging for 5th place in the race, which is not somewhere I've been too often. Here we go, gooseneck again, trying not to brake, trying to get more and more confident. Kimi Räikkönen in a moment, as always, through the dust. Oh, how many gear changes? No, 5th, 3rd, who knows? You know me, can't change gear, saved my life. Lost a bit of time, actually, unfortunately, to the pack in front for those missed gears. Here we go, mounting, tucking it in, trying to be confident, trying to stay on the bottom side of the car. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now, building up, you want to be absolutely flat and then brake in a straight line. I've got to throw a few excuses in. These are the only set of tyres that I've had this year. So I bought these at the start. They've done 3 or 4 race weekends now, plus testing. So they are a little bit worn now, and I need some new ones for Silverstone. And I think they just made the back of the car a little bit more loose than I would have expected. But the great news is new differential installed. We've got the new Barra diff, and it just has transformed the way that the car drives. You can slide and not worry about catching a slide. The car is much more progressive and predictable. So we've dropped, unfortunately, a bit of time to the guys in front. I think really that comes down to my top end speed and just maybe not being as committed as I should have been. Another little tasty little punt there from Mr. Tom Greenwood. He's having his own little battle back there with Andy, and you can see in the little rear view camera that Andy was off on the grass there. Okay, so we skip forward. We've got Tom flying up behind me. I mean, I don't know what he's got in that car, but it goes pretty quick. Actually, I do know it's an NHA engine, but he's flying. Gives me a little punt here that I wasn't expecting, pushing me over 100 mile an hour through turn 1, and that just pushes me offline, and unfortunately I get a little bit sideways, as does he. But I slip back in behind him in 3rd gear, and it all looks serious and maybe a bit crazy, but in my helmet at this point I'm smiling ear to ear. It was just fantastic racing with Tom like this, really having some great clean battles. It was great fun. Okay, skipping ahead there again, Matt's had an off. I think he was helped actually onto the grass. I don't know the details, but I think really I probably should have had a little go at the end of the straight here. I'm kind of thinking about working with him, but he was probably a little bit off guard, and I may have been able to get alongside, but I didn't quite commit enough. And then as the kind of race goes on from here, I can't quite latch on close enough to the car there, to the bumper, to get the slipstream and be able to get towed along. But we're building our confidence up here slowly through the gooseneck there. And yeah, P7 was the result of that race. Welcome to rear view cam from number 71, Keith's car. Keith's car. We have a special guest, a bit of a superstar now in the clubman ranks. Here we have Tom, the above average man. Tom, how you feeling today?
Top of the world, mate. Could not be happier with my performance.
So tell us, where did you start and where did you finish?
So I qualified sixth. Qualified 6th. First race, then ended up 7th, and then managed to get up to P5 in the second race. So well happy with that.
Absolutely banging P5. We traded places a few times.
We did.
It was absolute mega.
Was.
Possibly one of the best races I think I've ever been involved in. Cadwell Park in a Mazda with a good, clean racing teammates. It was good.
It doesn't get much better.
Doesn't get much better than that. No, it really doesn't. So yeah, P5, P7.
P7.
Yeah, I'll take that. Well done, mate. Appreciate it. We're going to do a YouTube fake cuddle of some kind.
Fake?
It's not what it's real to me anyway.